So everybody kind of over on this side here so you can see. If I'm working from this harness position, a general rule for the bad guy is my arm that's over, his hand, my finger points the direction for his way out. So what you will see is you will see him start to fall here to the side. If I can keep this connection here of keeping him in here where my chest to the back is, I can hold him and I can control him longer. The problem is if I loosen my grip or if he's able to defeat it and he's able to start turning his body where his shoulders are on the ground, where he's getting weight here on my arm to start picking my lock. All right? So we're going to deal with two things here. We're going to learn how to deal with stopping it before his shoulders get to the ground, and then just moving to a better position when I realize I've already lost. So what are the two things here that I'm looking at? The first one is stopping it. So if I start at this harness, he moves to my underarms here, okay? Is when I feel him, first of all, keep the pressure, okay? But as I start to feel him starting to turn and get underneath this leg and just lift it. Can you bring your hips out here, Dan? Very hard for him. See that? Just by stopping him. But if I don't do that, that's when he can use his feet as leverage, and he's able, to plant that foot down and start scooting himself out. So that's my first thing, is don't allow him to lock the door, okay? Is I want to stop his shoulders from moving to the ground to escape. And once again, what does this look like is when I feel him trying to work for that, is I underhook this top leg and stretch him out. So I'm in here, I know that he's starting to move this, so I'm moving coming another here, and I'm lifting this one. All right? Makes it very hard for him because he needs to have his feet there to use leverage to turn his hips. Okay? All right? It's very hard for him. When I release this, he can use that foot to leverage this start to turn his shoulders. You see the issue there? So if we work with that, that's the first thing, is stopping. And that's what I want to do before we advance, is I want us to get with our partners, work this back and forth, okay? As the role of the bad guy, okay, if they're starting with the harness, is fall here to the underarm side, okay? This is the way out, all right? All right, I start moving, I can't get on, I have to engage my hips. And as long as he's lifting my leg, I can't engage my hips, all right? He lets go of that, that's when I can use this leverage and start to turn into it. Now I got myself in a better position. Does that make sense? All right, so let's get with our partners. Go 30 seconds, switch top to bottom, let them go 30 seconds. Keep going back and forth until then I say stop. On 2, 1, 2.